Every evening, thousands are stranded, waiting, waving, hoping for a way home. Sometimes you lose daylight and never find a ride, and sometimes the ride you find may never take you home. One chance is real. Let's talk about the challenges of transportation. We want to be safe, and we want that for everybody. Join the GS-25 breakfast show on Mobility for All. Friday, the 27th of June, 10 a.m. West African time. Link in bio. Every evening, thousands are stranded, waiting, waving, hoping for a way home. Sometimes you lose daylight and never find a ride, and sometimes the ride you find may never take you home. One chance is real. Let's talk about the challenges of transportation. We want to be safe, and we want that for everybody. Join the GS-25 breakfast show on Mobility for All. Friday, the 27th of June, 10 a.m. West African time. Link in bio. Every evening, thousands are stranded, waiting, waving, hoping for a way home. Sometimes you lose daylight and never find a ride, and sometimes the ride you find may never take you home. One chance is real. Let's talk about the challenges of transportation. We want to be safe, and we want that for everybody. Join the GS-25 breakfast show on Mobility for All. Friday, the 27th of June, 10 a.m. West African time. Link in bio. Every evening, thousands are stranded, waiting, waving, hoping for a way home. Sometimes you lose daylight and never find a ride, and sometimes the ride you find may never take you home. One chance is real. Let's talk about the challenges of transportation. We want to be safe, and we want that for everybody. Join the GS-25 breakfast show on Mobility for All. Friday, the 27th of June, 10 a.m. West African time. Link in bio. Every evening, thousands are stranded, waiting, waving, hoping for a way home. Sometimes you lose daylight and never find a ride, and sometimes the ride you find may never take you home. One chance is real. Let's talk about the challenges of transportation. We want to be safe, and we want that for everybody. Join the GS-25 breakfast show on Mobility for All. Friday, the 27th of June, 10 a.m. West African time. Link in bio. Every evening, thousands are stranded, waiting, waving, hoping for a way home. Sometimes you lose daylight and never find a ride, and sometimes the ride you find may never take you home. One chance is real. Let's talk about the challenges of transportation. We want to be safe, and we want that for everybody. Join the GS-25 breakfast show on Mobility for All. Friday, the 27th of June, 10 a.m. West African time. Link in bio. Every evening, thousands are stranded, waiting, waving, hoping for a way home. Sometimes you lose daylight and never find a ride, and sometimes the ride you find may never take you home. One chance is real. Let's talk about the challenges of transportation. We want to be safe, and we want that for everybody. Join the GS-25 breakfast show on Mobility for All. Friday, the 27th of June, 10 a.m. West African time. Link in bio. Every evening, thousands are stranded, waiting, waving, hoping for a way home. Sometimes you lose daylight and never find a ride, and sometimes the ride you find may never take you home. One chance is real. Let's talk about the challenges of transportation. We want to be safe, and we want that for everybody. Join the GS-25 breakfast show on Mobility for All. Friday, the 27th of June, 10 a.m. West African time. Link in bio. Every evening, thousands are stranded, waving, hoping for a way home. Sometimes you lose daylight and never find a ride. And sometimes the ride you find may never take you home. One chance is real. Let's talk about the challenges of transportation. We want to be safe, and we want that for everybody. Join the GS-25 Breakfast Show on Mobility for All. Friday, the 27th of June, 10 a.m. West African time. Link in bio. Every evening, thousands are stranded. Every evening, thousands are stranded, waiting, waving, hoping for a way home. Sometimes you lose daylight and never find a ride. And sometimes The ride you find may never take you home. One chance is real. Let's talk about the challenges of transportation. We want to be safe, and we want that for everybody. Join the GS-25 Breakfast Show on Mobility for All. Friday, the 27th of June, 10 a.m. West African time. Link in bio. Every evening, thousands are stranded, waiting, waving, hoping for a way home. Sometimes you lose daylight and never find a ride. And sometimes the ride you find may never take you home. One chance is real. Let's talk about the challenges of transportation. We want to be safe, and we want that for everybody. Join the GS-25 Breakfast Show on Mobility for All. Friday, the 27th of June, 10 a.m. West African time. Link in bio. Every evening, thousands are stranded, waiting, waving, hoping for a way home. Sometimes you lose daylight and never find a ride. And sometimes the ride you find may never take you home. One chance is real. Let's talk about the challenges of transportation.
But I don't know you guys, so I don't know. I'll pass the mic and I want to know you since you know my name, so it's good for me to also know your name. Okay, so okay, since you're looking at me, sorry, maybe introduce yourself.
Good morning, everyone.
Okay, sorry, 1 minute. Okay, sorry. If you're introducing yourself for better understanding, we need to know your name, where you're coming from. Like, um, you might be a student, so that we can like recognize you properly. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Anna Pascal Shikwebuka.
Hello, please. Can we hear him?
All right. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
My name is Anna Pascal Shikwebuka. Hope you can hear me now. All right. Okay, I'm a e-hailing driver. I work with both Uber and InDrive.
Oh,
So
great.
I was invited for this.
Okay, thank you so much. So we know what he does, right? So if I ask you what's his name, if I give you the mic, you'll be able to tell me what he does on his name, right? Okay, so I've been seeing this uniform every time I'm on the road. I don't drive, maybe not yet, and I don't know who they are, so I don't know. I'm going to pass. Please don't, if you see me, don't arrest me. Okay, so, okay, ma, please.
You're even a target now. I'll be looking out for you. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
My name is Route Commander Helen Ota,
Ah,
SSS, and I'm a Federal Road Safety and the Public Education Officer.
wow. Is that no, no? Please, let's clap, oh. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody.
Good
My
morning.
name is Assistant Commander Choma Igbo.
Oh, wow.
I'm the Staff Officer to
Wow.
Santachi,
Okay.
under Public Education.
Sorry, ma, we didn't get your name. I'm sorry.
Okay. My name is Assistant Road Commander Choma Igbo.
Okay.
I'm the Staff Officer to the Public Enlightenment
Okay.
Department.
Thank you. We're so honored to have you in our midst. Thank you so much. I will see someone pressing his laptop. I'm not sure laptops are allowed yet, so please, sir, you may kindly introduce yourself.
All right, good morning, everyone. My name is Lee Adekola. I am a senior preferred economics within the Policy
Wow.
Innovation Center.
Wow.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to have you here too. So I'm coming this way. I'm going to the back. I'm also seeing someone pressing a phone. Please, phone are not allowed until you're allowed to bring out your phone. Thank you. So please, can you introduce yourself?
Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday to everyone
Oh,
here.
happy Friday.
My name is Naomi Abiche, and I'm here from InDrive, like my brother
Oh,
Bones.
wow. Wow.
And also YGP.
Wow. It's really rare to actually see a woman boat driver, so we're really honored to have you here, ma. Thank you so much for coming. Maybe you would have introduced yourself, but it's right. Okay, so I can see some beautiful ladies too. Please, oh, you are tuning with me, so.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. My name is Jessica Baborai, and I'm a staff from the Policy Innovation Center and also a Nigerian commuter. So,
Oh, wow.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. My name is Adekemi Omoni. I'm also a staff of the Policy Innovation Center.
road commuter as well. So yeah, nice to be here. Okay, thank you. Okay, since we're passing, let's just go around. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Favor. I'm a student of River Open University.
Oh wow, good to see you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Esther Isaac. A member of PWD,
Oh wow.
Persons with Disability, and I'm here to represent Joint National Association of Persons with Disability.
Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Kosi Onwebana, and I'm a student at Val University.
Okay. Thank you so much. Is anyone? Okay, yes, we have someone. Mastercard Foundation.
All right, good morning, everyone. My name is Mr. James Anthony. I'm an artisan. She's my beautiful wife over there. I'm an eight, so
Wow.
thank you. Yeah.
We'll get married soon. Sorry, please. Okay, you're welcome.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Chuege Chibike. I am a marketing and communication professional, and I'm a Nigerian commuter.
Oh, nice to meet you, sir. Okay. Don't worry, you can sit down.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Kenneth Echiche from the Joint National Association of Persons with Disabilities. Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining. We are really grateful to have you here. Okay.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Essie
Yes,
Adams,
I
and I work with Policy Innovation Center.
Happy to have you here.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Sam Okoma. I work with Policy Innovation Center. I'm a Nigerian commuter.
Nice to have you all here. I'm so honored to sit in the midst or stand in the midst of very, very important people. So, yes, please.
Okay, hello everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Dr. Lona Ifigansi, recent graduate of Bingham University Teaching Hospital, and I'm really honored to be here.
Thank you so much.
That so the I just said, just push that out. So they pushed me out. I injured my ankle because of the door of the car. When they pushed me out, they left with one of my pair of shoes. They gave me my charger because I was always having a charger bag. They dropped it. They took my phone and.
Sorry.
So they took my phone and I had a test that period. So I was like, please, I need my phone. So while they were going, so I was able to, because my clothes was dirty, so I moved down to mirror. I don't even know where I was, so I asked. A security man, a baba came out, was like, this same spot, they stabbed a lady last week. So that I should forget my phone. I said, no. Give me my phone. I needed that phone. My liver, you need to get a laptop. If you don't have a laptop, you have a good phone. So I don't imagine I have a phone, I don't have a laptop, and my phone is taking. So I was crying. Not because of the injury, because of my phone. So when I got to church, the essay took me to. Sorry. Essay took me to an hospital where he got my drugs and supplement to rub on it and all of that. So black car, I was not off it because each time I see any black car and I see a man, he's always giving me that. So last month, they went with my phone. Yeah, they went with my phone, and that was it. So I felt the pain, and it took me a while before I got healed. But thank God for my church; they were very supportive. Then last 3 weeks again, I was standing and I saw a black car parked. I was going to church again. I saw a black car parked. He said, I just looked. My mind tells me he was the one. He was the one. He stood and said, are you going? I nodded my head. I said, no. He said, young lady, he said, why are you staring at me? I just looked at him. I was like, no, I'm not going. He said, just say how. I said, I'm not going. He said, have we met before? I must say, you took my phone in this thief. But I was not having anything enough. I just told him, please go. Please go.
I know a lot of us can actually connect to this experience. It's something that it's not a funny experience. It's not a funny experience at all. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much for sharing. It takes a lot of courage to share experiences like this publicly. Thank you so much for sharing. Okay. Any other person would like to share their experience? Any other person in the room? Okay. All right. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. You can sit down. You don't need to stand. Yes, you don't need to stand.
I was taught in home to stand whenever I want to make a speech. I don't think it was. Don't mind. All right. As a driver, go driver and a driver. So you do have a lot of experiences, and I think we are quite vulnerable because of the situation that the company has kept us in. The lack of, let me not go into that, but let me give my experience. All right. And there was a day I drove to Cuba. You drive from place to place. Like I get Kagini. I started going to Kagini. I don't know if you know where is Kagini. Okay. So what matters is the money that they will pay us, and also how we want to pick someone else from there. So that was night though. So I drove to the place. So someone booked my ride. So I picked up the guy. The guy, my policy whenever I'm driving at night is that whether you're a girl or a guy, you have to sit in the front with me. You be at the front, so you don't stay at the back because I don't know what's going on at the back there. Night. So the guy was still with me. So he just came in and went to the back straight. So sitting at the back, I was driving. The guy was still on restless. Like he had something on his mind that he wants to carry out. And before then, as drivers, we have this thing that we call instinct. And where we believe so much in a premonition, like we've seen it like it wants to happen, now it's going to happen, then be careful about it. So the guy was at my back. The next thing, the guy was trying to be funny, trying to pull out something. Immediately I halted. We were going from there to Wuse. So I halted, I was like, maybe you have to come to the front. The guy said, why? I told him that's my own policy. This is night. And there's one thing about this car. You can get down and go with my car. You go with your money. The car belongs to me, your money belongs to you. So the guy, we started quarreling on the road, at the middle of the road. I don't care. You get the point? I'm not scared of death though. That's my own policy. So the guy came down, we started quarreling that he's not coming to the front. I told him, no, he didn't come down then. The guy was like, that's not going to come down. I told him, guy, you must come down from my car. Either you come down and come and sit at the front, or we cancel the ride. And I wasn't ready to go with the guy because I have something I wanted to do. So the guy came down like he wants to come to the front. I have to touch my file and move ahead. Then getting somewhere, I halted my car. The door locked. I told in outside you call it Shege or Waka. I gave him 5, and then I drove off. So drive not immediately. There's one unkindly stuff about boat. If passenger reports first to boat wouldn't ask any question. The next thing that blocking for 1 week. But if you as a driver reports to boat immediately, then it's going to be debated, you know. They ask some questions before they carry out anything they want to do. But if the passenger immediately report first, they block you immediately. So because I'm old in the game, I have to report immediately. That's why my account wasn't banned. I think that the guy reported before me. I don't have any story to tell. So that's it. You're welcome.
So much for sharing. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, so we have someone behind who also wants to share. Can we pass the mic to her? Thank you. Yeah.
Good morning, everyone, once again. So I'll come in as a passenger as well as a driver. So I'll start with the passenger aspect. I live at Ademola at Totokumbo, and then yes, we'll see it soon. And then I was going to the same market, and I was like, okay, no need to drive. Let me take along. Like Favor said, I took along from Diamond Junction just to Wuse Market. People should just imagine, not far. You understand? And then I just saw some guys. I entered. I was the only lady. Then the one in front, okay, the one in front was now speaking French. Fake French, in quotes. I'm a master degree holder, so I know when you're trying to fake it. And then the driver was like, what did they talk? And then the ones behind said, hear him now, wait first. Maybe he gets something to tell us. And then the guy said, hey. Before I knew, he brought out money from his pocket. I was minding my own business. And then he brought out, please imagine, I never see $1, $1. That was what he brought out and said, this is the money he has, he wants to go and change. How do you know he wants to change? He's speaking a language we don't all understand. Next thing the driver said, you want change, Then the guy nodded, And then they're like, oh yeah, now change route. What goes on for? And then that's when to my head. And I was at Glow office side, and I thought, change what? And then they said change route. I was like, no, my route is Wuse Market. If you're not going to Wuse Market, drop me. Madam, why like this now? Just more go that Wuse Market. Maybe we might go get our own commission. I said for $1. That was what I just asked. I was like, you know what? Drop me. I removed, then it was 150. I removed my 150, I gave them. Immediately they were driving up. The next thing they'll tell me is bad market. So I was the bad market for that day. That was my experience as a passenger. Thank God I'm still alive. Then as a Bolt driver, we see a lot. But all I'll say is thank God for, once you have the patience, you have the wisdom, and you know how to talk to people, no matter what. Some will throw nasty things at you, or you just have to be patient. So I was at Otako that day, and then like you said, now only Kubwa route did they do that thing. But I don't do nights. My rules are, after my official job, from 4 to 6 or 4 to 7, I'm done. 30, Otako, I just saw order to Kubwa. I was like, okay, fine. Let me go. At least coming back, I'll get someone. And then I took 2 guys, one in front, one behind. Was polite as usual, trying to make them calm. And then on my way, they put Chicken Republic, Juicy Alaji. I quote, Chicken Republic. That was what I saw. Like, can I start the trip? Yeah. This was around 3:30, not even at night. As we were going, we got to Juicy Bridge. The one behind. Hello, how far? We dey come. Fine. We got to the Chicken Republic Juicy Alaji. Your map will tell you, you have arrived. And then when I stopped, Chicken Republic, sorry sir, we've arrived. We never reach you, they go front. I said, okay, no wahala. I really went. We even got to Usman Dam side. Yes, sir. I did. After Shafa filling station, I went. Like I said, one thing is, boats, once the passenger complains first, you will be blocked. So you try to please your passenger as much as you can. And I tried to have that. So we passed. I got to Usman Dam. Instincts now told me, babe, no be about. I now matched my brake and I said, sorry, sir. For how much when I want carry me reach, where would they go? They're like, you've not still taken us to our destination. And I asked the one in front, I said, okay, what's the name of the place you're going to? No, I asked the one for back. I came to that one. He said, you don't see your map. I said, okay, my map showed me we had arrived long time. You guys said, I have not got it. And that they don't know that it's the people that called them. We showed them where they are going to. I said, okay, as matured as you guys are, you don't know your location. Please drop off my car. No, I must take them to that place. I was like, okay, fine. If you want me to take that place, take you guys to that place. Before we get to the checkpoint that has that army, I told them, you must stop and explain to them where you are going to. As I used that as a threat, they came down. They said they were not going to take. They won't pay me. I said, no problem. Go with your money. Go with it. And then one thing I do is, my bag, I have that pepper spray. Always, it's still, as I'm talking to you here. So what I did was, my pepper spray is always by this side. So whatever you want to do before, I can. But as Tango will have it, that was the condition. I didn't get my money, I don't care, but I'm alive and yes, so that's it.
Thank you so much for sharing. I believe we're learning a lot of lessons in between all the stories we're hearing. All right, we have someone else who wants to share. Oh, okay. Any other person wants to share? Okay. All right. Any other person wants to share? Okay. You want to share? Okay.
All right, so mine was that because as the worry girl that I am, before you will shock me, myself, I will shock you. So I remember then I was still staying in Gwagwalada. It was on a Sunday morning, so I took the normal vehicle. So sometimes you have private people to take, apart from the commercial vehicle, which was not new. So I stopped this, I think it was a Toyota Camry. And I entered. I sat in front. So I was supposed to stop at Giri Junction because I was supposed to join our church bus from there. So when I entered, I just felt uneasy. So I became very vigilant. So we just drove like, I think 100 meters, and then another man entered the vehicle and he sat behind. So it just made my antenna to stand, very I was just being vigilant. So when he entered, after driving for like another 100 meters, he said he was going to come down. So when he came down, he gave money to the driver. So he was now going. The driver now called him back and said, I don't have change. So you know that. I said, because then the fare for that place was just 15 naira. This was 2017. So he said, someone that entered and spoke pidgin English when he entered and greeted Ona good morning. He now changed phone. So that was what even now made me very suspicious. But driver, did you even take a look at the money I gave to you? Did you look at the currency? Oh, that's the driver. Oh, wow, that this is not even naira. That this is it was not even dollars. So he says Benin France. So that was why I knew that, okay, I've entered one chance this morning. So he said, oh, you can keep the change, you can keep the change, you can keep the change. Or there's more from where this is coming from. As they were talking, I did not say one word. I just opened the door. One word I did not contribute. So immediately I came down, that's how the guy entered and they zoomed off. So that was Thank you.
So thank you so much for sharing. I saw the way all of us could relate to, all of these stories, these are shared experiences, things we've faced, Okay, so we have someone who wants to share beside me here. All right.
All right, good morning once again. Like I said, we are from the Joint National Association of Persons with Disabilities. So when you guys are sharing, just imagine that whatever you are going through is times 100/1 when it comes to persons with disabilities. It's 101. So imagine you could see. I can't see. So imagine me in the scenario of a one chance. Or imagine somebody on a wheelchair in a scenario of a one chance person. I'm sharing two experiences, not directly to me, but because of my members and my colleagues who have gone through this. Mine was only phone they collected from me in the car. That was just that. They only collected my phone. But there are bitter experiences as it concerns persons with disabilities. One, in 2022, one of our members who is blind took a cab from Kuje and was coming to town. As I speak to you, we can't get to him through whether phone, whether it's alive or dead. Till today, we cannot find him. He was only sighted around Lupe Car Wash. That was the last cab he entered to Secretariat. And there the story goes. Until today, we have gone to DSS, we have gone to police, we have done all the reports we needed to do. John Balogun, till this moment I speak to you, we cannot find his whereabouts. The security cannot even, not even the courts. Anyway, that one is another matter for another day, about the competence of our security agents, especially intelligence. We will talk about that. Now, another one involves a lady who is also blind. What happened till today? As I speak to you, she's busy producing babies in the baby factory. She was also taken away, just, I'm going to so and so place, they diverted her. Now, you can explain, oh, it was somewhere around this that they took me, or it was somewhere. And it wouldn't take another time. It will stay for another a year or two. You will see here her, she will sit there. I had baby last 2 months. That is all they are doing to her where she is. And it happened here in this beautiful, awesome city of Abuja. I said this with bitter experience. Even that's why we were talking of sharing. I didn't just want to share because the experience of these two people, each time I think of them, it's a bitter one. Now, not just a bitter one, but it keeps us in perpetual fear. Because you don't know who will be the next. I had to locate my way all the way from where I stay to here. And I did that all alone. Do you know one, the security risk involved? To a place you don't know. I've not been to this area before. But for the purpose of this program, my leadership said, no, you have to go. I came to here. Now, if I leave this fear in me, it automatically makes me not relevant any longer. Because especially that you don't have the economy without to have your own car, or that you can be in a safe ride. Even if you say you are taking a boat, how safe is the boat cabs? I'll stop here for now. There are a lot of experiences to share much later. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that. And you said something very, very important. These experiences leave you scarred, with fear in your heart. you become really fearful, So it takes a lot of courage to overcome this fear and still end up living a normal life in an environment like this, So I want to celebrate all of us who were able to share, come out. It takes a lot of courage to share, those experiences like this. Thank you so much for sharing. We're going into another section in today's event. We have someone that would briefly anchor that session. Please, let's clap our hands for Omo.
Okay, good morning, everyone. The experiences indeed, or the stories are incredibly touching. I'm sorry that we made you cry today, but it's yes, really some sort of therapy, right? Yeah, just makes me cry. So sorry about that, and all the experiences we've had. And I think this conversation needs to go very far. It usually is the big things happen in small rooms, really. A couple people having conversations and things change. So I would like us to get out our handsets, our smartphones. I want us to take photographs of yourself within this place, and I want you to put out a post, any post you think is in alignment with this. We're having incredible conversations, so you could just say my transport experience, hashtag my transport experience, GS-25. We just want to push this out as much as we can, even on the social media platforms while we're out here. Because we're live streaming, so everyone live too, you could take a screen grab of your screen and the conversations being had here and the experiences that we're having here. So if we could do that for the next few seconds, to take a photo of anything. It can be a couple of people. She wants to snap it. Okay, so take a few photos and use the hashtag GS-25. I'm looking at us and she's looking at me with corner eyes. Give me bombastic side eye. Criminal offensive side eye. So, but we need to push it out really, because the idea is, this is, okay. Okay. The idea is, this is a preliminary conversation to something that will happen, to a folk session that's going to be during the summit. And so this is still, hey, we're having conversations that will not, when the policymakers are also in the room, then we can carry on the conversations. But we've put some things down. Awesome. All right. And it is my absolute pleasure to hand over the microphone to the one we call the creator. She's not God, but well, they say God is a woman sometimes, right? So they do big things. We call her Amari the creator. Yeah, so please put your hands together as I make welcome Amari the creator.
Hi everyone. Hi, my name is Amari. I wrote this song like 5 years ago. The title is Tail Road. I just want to tell you the inspiration behind the song. Life is a journey. We're going to places, right? And we want to get there, just like transport. We want to get there. But if we're in a system that is like a circle, if we're in a system that feels like we're not getting to our destination, that means we're on a tail road, right? So this song is just my cry for help, to say, I want to get out of this situation, but it feels like I'm on a tail road that doesn't get to my destination. So, DJ. Like this? Okay. Okay, perfect. When I say I love you, when I kneel in worship, when you take the glory, I believe that's how it's meant to be. Then I need your tempo. I come across wild people. I feel on my own, can't keep up, and I don't know where I belong. Maybe it's all part of something. Lead me away from this terror. Like a fire in the wind, it's a struggle just to burn. I take responsibility for my laxity. So please, Jesus, take the wheel. Sin is in my way, hell is in my face. If I lose my way, don't be far away. Maybe it's all part of something, something that you got going on. Maybe falling is a part of my rising. I know all day this stay wrong. Maybe it's all part of something, something that you got going on. Maybe falling is a part of my rising. I know all day this stay wrong. My heart beats anytime I don't love like you want me to. One step closer, two steps farther. Can I get where you want me to? These illusion, emotion are moving, but a sinner is stuck on my skin. Maybe it's all part of something, something that you've got going on. Maybe falling is a part of my rising. I know one day this still wrong. Maybe it's all part of something, something that you've got going on. Maybe falling is a part of my rising. I know one day this still wrong again. Oh, thank you.
That was a Grammy level performance. We can do better, we can do better, we can do better. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you, Mary, for that beautiful, beautiful performance. Thank you, Mary, for that beautiful performance. I like that. Yes, they actually more. All right, so we are going into another section in today's event. We're going to have sticky notes pass around. We're going to do something. We just want us to, as we get those sticky notes, just put right on them what you think is a barrier, to transportation in Nigeria, and then we'll stick it on the Nigeria map we have over there. So let's just share the sticky notes around. Just write, you can, in it. All right, so while they're sharing that sticky notes, please, let's pay attention. There's a video that's going to be played. It's going to be played on the screen. Let's just pay attention to that video. It will help us give context.
This girl. Don't
Don't worry, I've already finished sewing the material. I'm inside BRT right now. I'll go soon reach house. Yeah, girl. Oh, I can't even lie. I am so scared. There's one woman behind me and two guys in front of me. Everywhere is so dark. God, Ekbamio, be praying for me. Pray for me. I will stop at the next bus stop. I beg. My mind is not even settled. And you should. Driver, please, I want to calm down. Driver! This girl. Don't worry, I've already finished sewing the material. I'm inside BRT right now. I'll go soon reach house. Yeah, girl. Oh, I can't even lie. I am.
Okay, so I believe that was a popular story that happened. I believe a lot of us remember when that happened. Just to buttress, most of the experiences that we've had. We thank God that we have lived to even share these experiences here today. So quickly, just put down a barrier you think, any barrier you think that we in our transportation system now, and you can just stick it on the map where we have it. All right, so I'll be reading some of the barriers that we have here. So I'll start from the top and we'll walk down. So we have policies, we have costs, we have traffic congestion, we have bad roads, yes. We have inadequate public transportation system, we have bad governance, insecurity, security, politics, lack of proper planning. I can see change of challenge. Scammers, yes. Unavailability of transport systems. No adequate official structured transportation system to guarantee movement and safety of persons. I see reckless drivers. Disobedience to traffic rules, yes, we see that a lot. Cost of accessibility, poor customer service, government inefficiency, insecurity, one barrier, lack of job opportunities and citizens, economic constraints. There is so much that we all can identify that's going wrong. Now the question is, how can we solve this? What are the solutions? at the top of your head, what do you think, that if suggested or presented before the government, or people who can actually initiate a change, what solution would you prefer? What have you seen in other clients that is working, that can be emulated, within our context in Nigeria? So we want us to share ideas. The mic will still go around, whatever ideas you have, whatever solutions you think that can be preferred, that would help us as a nation, please, let's share. This is the time for that. Okay, we have someone here.
Good still morning. Good morning, everybody. When we're sharing about our experiences with one chance, I didn't want to start because I would have cried more. I've had one chance experiences across different states in Nigeria. In Delta, I've had, in Edo State, I've had, in Lagos, I've had in Abuja here as well. So now I just I travel a lot, so I think, and I'm always on the road, so that's why I'm very, very interested in this conversation as well. And I've been to several states, and I've seen how transportation work across different states in Nigeria. And it's quite unfortunate that Abuja, the capital city of Nigeria, do not have a proper system of transportation. I do not understand why that exists. Every morning when I come out trying to go to work, I work in Gwarimpa and I stay at Apo. So I take about 2 different drops to get. If I want to use a ride, I'm going to spend how much every day. So I take about 2 different rides. I leave my house very early because most times I get to Area 1 and no car is going to, no car is going to Gwarimpa, or at the Area 1 park, one person is there, you have to wait maybe 30 minutes, 40 minutes. You leave home early, but you still get to work late because you're at the park waiting. If you want to use along, we all know the story. So, yeah, I think the solution that I would like to prefer, which is a very simple one, I don't know why it has not been implemented up to now, is for a bus rapid transport system. I don't know why that does not exist in Abuja. I do not understand why. Lagos has had that in existence since, I think, 4 years now, and it's being managed by Lamata. What we won't have in Lagos is that there's a designated road where those kind of buses can follow. So even if there's hold up on the normal lane, people on those buses, that's why it's called BRT, bus rapid transit systems, they can still move and commit people from one destination to another. And you see that they have a designated route. I think that Abuja can actually function very well like that because we have long roads as well. So let's say people that are moving along this road from, they start there down to maybe, I don't know where it ends. I used to hear different names. I know they can stop at Dawaki, they can stop at Galadimawa, Dede, Zuba, Kubwa. Why can't we have a rapid system that runs from this start to the other point? I do not understand why that does not exist. And I think we should push that conversation to policymakers and people that can actually influence that, the government and the relevant MDs that can influence that to happen. That should be happening, and that should happen very soon. And I feel like it can be implemented, but I do not know what is the issue that has not been implemented. Lagos has had that for years now, and I feel like it's going well for them. So we need that in Abuja as well. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Before we go to any other person, I want us to, we have some FRSC officials in our midst here, and I would like them to lend their voice to this conversation, right? So I will hand this mic over to them, what are the solutions or what are the things you think, that could aid us to actually have a better transportation system, or what advice do you have, to commuters and other people, as it relates to road transportation in Nigeria?
Good morning, everybody. I actually could have loved everybody to speak because I wouldn't say I'm here like the government or we are the policymakers, but I know that we are the lead agency in road traffic management and administration. So I won't be here to say, oh, we need this, why government haven't done this or that, but I can put you through on why some policies are laid back and why some things are not yet done and some things are still in the pipeline. It might take long, but I know that it will still happen. Just like she said, mobility is the ability to move from one point to another, point A to point B, safely, That's the first thing. You have to be safe. If you are moving from point A to point B, your safety is required. And not only safety, it has to be what? Accessible. Any means you're using have to be accessible. Accessible means you can use it at any point in time and is available and is made known to you, and you can, irrespective of your gender, irrespective of your abilities or disabilities, you should be able to access any means of mobility, which means any means of transportation, be that you're boarding a bike, you're using keke, vehicle, train, whatever means of transportation you decide on using, or even walking. If you're taking a stroll, provided you're moving from point A, you're leaving your house to another place, you should be what? Safe. And those amenities or infrastructure should be provided for that what access, for you to be able to access point B safely or access your destination safely. So will I start treating issues that I think issues? What was the question again?
So solutions. What solutions do you think that we can offer?
Some. Just he has mentioned, especially when it comes to transportation. He has mentioned the biggest issues we have right now is availability of public transportation system. If we have that, I think it will reduce half of what we have already complained about, especially what the insecurity and the most popular one chance incidents that we have. And even just as you made reference to Lagos State having the BRT bus, when it comes to mobility, when it comes to transportation, it varies from every urban area to another. You might go to Lagos, take statistics, what is their issue? The first thing that will come up, they will tell you is traffic congestion. They will not even mention bad roads because that's not what is affecting. Just a construction or a bridge that is yet to connect maybe the people to the market or to wherever they are going to. So it varies from one city to another. And because these problems varies, we should be able to treat them as scale of preference to what the people or the community, the people that are living in that particular environment. If we're talking about Lagos now, the major problem was traffic congestion. And in solutions to that, what we always do as traffic managers, we first would go into what? Assessment. You assess what the people really need. You cannot just go to a place and you now just start bringing out buses and meanwhile the people that even need those buses, they don't want it. They all have cars in that place. You know, what they need is what? Bad roads. So when you're treating, when you want to solve a problem of transportation, the first thing that I would like to say is accessibility, assessment. You have to assess the environment, you have to assess the city, you have to assess, what they want, what's their major problem, then we'll be able to solve it. So here in Abuja, what's our major problem? Let me start from the first one that he said, public transportation. Will public transportation solve issues? Will it? If they provide buses, like the BRT buses, is it going to go a long way? Is it going to solve anything? Yes, then that's what we should be looking at. To provide what proper means of adequate public transportations to carry people, because why? The city center, the metropolis is where most of what the offices are. and people stay what at the outskirts. And most of these issues of one chance happened where? So when you assess where and all that. So I think with time, you've already seen the bus terminal that was commissioned in Mabuchi. I know a lot of people are wondering now, what's this bus terminal for? What are they going to do? There are no routes that are going to come, but just let's be patient enough. We'll soon have all those things, and I think that it will solve half of the issues that we have right now. And for now that those buses are not available, what can we do? How are we going to be secure? How are we going to move from point A to point B in safety? How are we going to do that? One, just as they were all giving, their experiences, I was just watching and I was just listening, and she was crying. When I came in this morning, I got the letter yesterday. I saw gender. I was just wondering. I said, yeah, because of his gender, he was able to do that. Concerning the one chance, there are just some few, things I would like to say. One, if you are boarding any vehicle, your safety is first. Forget about what you're going to do. Forget about your phone, forget about the time, forget about anything you're doing at that particular time. Be vigilant. Be very, very vigilant. Know the train, know what is going on, know how they are operating. All of us were laughing when they said, dollar. Because why? We have shared experiences, we have heard, we have, listened to people. People have already said, oh, this one is the most, once they just start saying dollar, know there is one chance. So once you are exposed, once you have this information, you will be able, you can, defend yourself or be able to know that, this is what is about to happen. You have to know their trend. You have to know, just like now, the one that is raining, they'll just come. They say that we have been sent by ES. This, and this, then they'll bring a car for you to enter, and they'll take you away. So once you are not vigilant, you don't know the trend of all, that is happening. You can be what? You can be a victim of all this one chance. Am I still talking? Do I still have time?
Roll his wheelchair into the bus. There are very few of them. Now, do you know what it means to lift up a person on a wheelchair? That is indignified. Why can't you make a system where he can roll his RAM? URTW, I think that is the right word. Now, we need an attitudinal change among the drivers. Then, we also need a security agent to also be alert. When you say a person with disability standing in a particular place for too long, cars are passing, what do? You should be able to stop and say, what's the issue? And then you who is even passing, should even assist that person to get into the bus. And then issue of certification. The road safety officers, the VIO, and all that should include this into its certification. And then above all, centers, promoters like policy innovation centers will continue. This should be a continuous conversation. It should be a continuous conversation on social network, and person with disability should also be part of it. Maybe I saw this topic when I was coming. I said this concerns us more. Because persons with disability are the one having these issues. And sometimes there are not amplified platforms for them to air their views. And that's why we are so grateful that this opportunity has been created. Now, at the end of this place, now, if I ask you to stand up, it will take you just a second. If I say you should sit down, it will take you another second. If I lift up my hand and ask you what am I doing, you will tell me just a second. Let me practically do something. I'm taking you to somewhere. Please, what am I doing? What am I doing? Okay. Hello. What did I just say? I said hello, isn't it? Now, listen now. Now, listen. Thank you. You will. But now, this thing I just did practically. This is what some people cannot do even in the next 5 hours. If you say sit down, they can't do it. If they say stand up, now to shock you, they may never do it till this war end. Just to say hi, they cannot speak. Just to say sit down, they can't sit on their own, or they can't stand. To see what that person is doing, they cannot see. This is their new status of life that they will live for the rest of their life. And here you find yourself in a privileged situation, and yet you are not using your time to help and promote these people. What if they done the other way around? Which I don't pray for. But spend your time, whether you're a policy maker at your own small area.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thanks so much. Yes, before we get back to you, sir, we have someone who's waiting online. Yes. Yes. We can't hear you yet.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you now.
All right. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I'm Dr. Julius Ajayi, and I'm a transport specialist. Can you still hear me? I think I'm seeing only myself here. All right. I want to appreciate the center for this opportunity, and I do not take it lightly. I want to commend everyone who has spoken. We have all spoken well. My responsibility is just to introduce a bit of technical angle and perhaps suggest and provide solutions to some of the issues we have highlighted. And I wouldn't want to bore us with lengthy statistics and technical jargons and as much as possible, but I want to set the tone. At the foundation of this problem we are having with mobility is the fact that there is an absence of functional mass transit system in most developing countries, especially Nigeria. For instance, Lagos, which has the best public transportation system today, has only about 38.1% of accessibility, right? And you would find out that this leads to more problems because the government is unable to supply as much public transportation as would be necessary or as would be sufficient for the vast commuters. Now, according to various studies, there are three themes of mobility challenges that will sort of encapsulate everything we have discussed. And number one is safety, cost, and the third one is physical and mental efforts. Now, I want to underscore the fact that the problem of safety affects more women and children than any other population group. The problem of kidnapping, I wouldn't know if there is empirical data to support this, but more often than not, you find out that most people who are victims of one chance are women. Women are especially targeted for this. And secondly, this affects people with disabilities too, because studies have shown that the major challenge of people with disabilities is the readiness of people to support and help them to access public transportation. And going on from there, we would find out that first, availability and accessibility to public transportation is a major problem. And we all know that this requires vast resources. It is capital intensive. As much as the government is buying buses, they are trying to repair the roads, it just seems not to be sufficient. So the question then is, what shall we do to these problems? Please, are you still hearing me? Can you still hear me? Hello? I hope I'm not speaking to myself. All right. So we must begin to think on ways to drive our public transport and transportation generally with technology. There must be a technology-driven architecture to ensure that, one, transport is made accessible. For instance, in Abuja, where we have many private cars, many private drive motorists who also use their cars for either Uber services or the unregulated ones, the along. You see, first, we cannot afford to let people operate public transport in this manner without them being registered to a platform. They must have an identity. If they do not have an identity, they can always hide under that cloak of lack of identity to perpetrate any form of evil. That is number one. And number two, we must ensure that there is aggressive sensitization and orientation about the plight of people with disabilities. If people do not understand their plight, if people, in fact, some people do not see people with special needs as complete humans, and they are complete humans. They are people who have abilities, who should live normal lives. So there must be a sensitization, an aggressive one at that, maybe through the National Orientation Agency, to ensure that people understand their needs and people are able to support their needs. And thirdly, technology must also be used to drive safety. Safety, and how? Through service information for users. Technology solutions like digitized payments can be incorporated. Well, that is for, for the public transport, but for private motorists, this may not be possible. But more importantly is the fact that there must be a digital platform and architecture sort of that allows people who are going to operate in this manner to be registered, to have an identity, so that anybody who is not identified would not be able to operate in that manner. Also, depending on how, because this is vast and this is quite complex technology-wise, there must be a system that offers information to commuters, that tells commuters, oh, this time is safe, this time is not safe. This is when to get, this is when to go out, this is when not to go out. Of course, you cannot regulate all of these things, but at the same time, information is key so that users can access safer, convenient, and more accessible transportation options. Thank you for listening.
All right, so let's start with Jason.
Thank you thank you so much. I love what this man says, because I've said it that when those people that are carrying passengers unknown people, when we are arresting them, they are calling us out. I'm from LURTW. I've started this work since 1983. They are calling us out. Okay, now, it happens this morning. There's one girl inside our factory that they are going to Lagos. She's inside factory. Want to have 8 passengers. She's looking for another alternative. I call her. Please, hold on. This motor is either it's full or not. This woman doesn't listen to me. Okay, where do I know that is any alive? And then contribution to what this man said, that we have no helping. That's one day I helped one woman. She said that she has no money. I help her. I help the woman. When we get to Okene, the woman bought chicken. Yes. To God who made me. The woman bought chicken, bought Coke, bought everything. So I've been charging for her. Where is this woman? Because I pop for them to eat themselves and do whatever they want to do. So I've been looking for her. When the woman come, see, I saw a bag of chickens and this. I told her, I said, you, this woman, you told me that you have money. You have no money, and then I help you. So you buy chicken. Did I buy chicken for myself? That is why you see, say, driver doesn't help. That is what is the problem. So contribution to the what this man says. Okay, now, secondly, I'm from my house for Karimuye. Somebody said that she get 200 naira. From Karimu down to Jabi, 200 naira. Okay. I carry the woman. So when we get to no, not Jabi, life camp. She tell me she want to buy bread. She buy bread of 250 naira. 2005. Next bread. So I carry you 200 naira, you bread of 2005. So how can I help another person in next bread? So sorry.
Thank you, sir. Okay. So we have a quick contribution here.
Thank you very much. My name is Esther once again, and my own suggestion on the solution that to be provided, I would like government, if they will provide a code, or a contact that immediately you bought a vehicle, you will dial it, or this is the contact that you will call immediately, and there should be immediate response when you sense that you are in danger. I will be happy. And also, if drivers should be sensitized, as in there should be awareness, there should be a workshop where they educate drivers on how to handle passengers, and especially for persons with disability. Because if I share my experiences here, in fact, this room will turn to a burial ground. I have so many terrible experiences as a person with disability, where drivers, they won't want to help. Even when they will carry you, you will tell them service lane, they will agree. Immediately you enter, they will drop you at the speed lane, and crossing road is so much terrible, so many difficulties. In fact, some they will stop you under the bridge when you have already paid for on top of the bridge. So many things that I can't go on to explain here. So let there be a code. If government will help to provide a code, automatic code, that when you dial, there should be a response to track wherever you are. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for that. Okay, a brief contribution.
Yeah, a very brief contribution. Thank you very much. Because I was thinking the conversation was going to take long, so I was preparing to have everybody talk then, while I settle most of their problems to the best ability that I know. You know, sir, we actually have a driving class for people with disabilities. Yes, we do. We have them licensed, and once you go through the process, you can drive. And we have gone through the verification and everything, and you have a license and you can drive. You know, so that is not excluded from the Nigeria driver's license qualifications. So, like the code? Yes, we'll have the code. The public transport, yes, we will have it eventually. But the ones that we have now, we as individuals, what I would like to say is basically our attitude. All what we have even complained about, are we doing it to other people? We are doing it to ourselves, to our own selves. We are not sensitive to the people living with disability. Who are those people that are not sensitive to them? It's we ourselves. So how is it that, okay, if they even bring the public transport system or whatever we have complained about, it's not even going to be worse? Because why? We don't have that empathy. You talked about us educating accent. I come every morning to the park. I go to places because that's my job. I educate people. I enlighten them on what safe use of the word road. And that's what I do every morning, every day. We are either on TV, on radio, but how many people listen to radio? How many people want to do those things that we have asked them to do? If you are a driver today because you are not using the public transport system, or you are not using public transportation, you're driving your own personal car, you will see somebody on a bike, you want to hit the person. You call the person all sort of name. I beg you wanna come off a road, as if they don't have the same right with you to use that road. You see somebody walking, you want to run over the person. You see children crossing, you don't want to even observe zebra crossing. So what are we talking about? It's our own attitude. With the little we have, we can make it better. They say, don't carry two in front. We are the same people that will see two in front. And you will see a road safety officer, they will say, okay, madam, come out. They will say, I beg you, like and like that, leave us. You people are too much. You people's zone is too much. We are trying to keep you safe, but you don't even want to be safe. You use Uber, and you will enter, they will tell you that, madam, please, can you go offline? And you're obliged, you go offline. But those are all the security measures that government have put in place, or the organization have put in place to keep you safe. But you don't want to be safe. They will tell you, okay, use the walkway. You don't want to use the walkway. Use the pedestrian bridge. No, you don't want to. You want to cross on the highway. So those amenities, the little that we have, we don't even want to use them. We don't even want to. Okay, he talks about manhole. Who is responsible? Who are those people? Governments have provided. They have covered the manhole. So who are the people that remove them? Barabola. Are there no human beings? Are there not people that will still walk on that road?
Thank you.
Their brothers or their sisters are the same people with what? Even having issues. So another thing is our attitude. By the time government put all these things, it's just like when we come to offices, they have what? A tag, time what? And tally or so. People will use what? Pen. They'll puncture it, they'll destroy it. Why? Because they want to come late. So it all boils down to our attitude. How safe do we want to be? You know, yeah, thank you. Yeah, we actually have a toll-free line. You can actually complain anything that concerns the road. You can call. We'll be able to, site it out there. The call centers are open. Just call, give us a call, and we'll be able to. The 122, 122, yes. And also our traffic radio. You can call immediately live. It's live, so you can also call our traffic radio. So for us to be able to know exactly what is going on. Once you tell us, then they'll send a team there, or the next team that is around that area will be able to apprehend the vehicle. So it's part of the safety measures that we'll be able to put. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. At this note, we would like to close today's event. I know a lot of us we can probably continue this conversation another time. This is the first. we're definitely going to have more of this conversation. So thank you everyone for coming. We'll take an address before we leave. Let's welcome Jessica as she comes up to give us a closing address. Yes, as we round this up.
Thank you so much, everyone. Really, really insightful time hearing experiences, hearing feedback and solutions. I had no idea we had a red alert system for the road safety, so it's great to know that. So thank you so much. Thank you for the NRT. Thank you for your representation and all that you do to make the road usable for commuters in Nigeria. So thank you so much, and thank you everyone. Thank you so much. And this conversation continues at the Gender Summit in September 2025. So see you all there. All right. Bye.
All right, so ensure to get to meet someone, say hi, say hello to someone, walk across, continue the conversation one-on-one even after this. All right, we have a tea break outside, so as you're walking out, you could just pick it up. Thank you so much for coming. All right, take pictures, please. We're taking pictures, so take pictures, take plenty of pictures, post them online, use the hashtag. Thank you everyone for coming. Enjoy the rest of your day. All right. Snap fun pictures, guys. Snap fun pictures. We have some artworks on exhibition here, so we can all come through and see them. Yes, we have some artwork around. We can just look at them. Beautiful, very beautiful artworks here. Let's just have a look at them. We have some at the back there. We have some this way. Let's ensure to look at them. We want to have a group photograph. We want to have a group. Please, let's not leave yet. We want to have a group photograph at the back here. Let's stay for a few minutes and just have that group photograph. We're having a group photograph. Let's have it. We're having it at the backdrop there. Let's just come in and have that together. Where's our photographer? Oh, okay, so drop for pictures later, please. Let's have the group photograph first. We can have just front row. The rest will go to the back. Yes. Can we just move this way? Let's all move this way. There's a good photograph here. Let's move this way. Let's all move this way. Yeah, are they sitting? People at the back, would they see? Would they see them? Are you sure they'll not block them at the back? All right. That's okay, our photographer. Can you see us? You can see all of us. Is anybody missing? Can you see us? Okay, we're good. Leave activity and come and snap.
Ha! This girl. Don't worry, I've already finished sewing the material. I'm inside BRT right now. I'll go soon reach house. Yeah, girl. Oh, I can't even lie. I am so scared. There's one woman behind me and two guys in front of me. Everywhere is so dark. Ah, God. Be praying for me. Pray for me. I will stop at the next bus stop. I beg. My mind is not even settled. And you shoes. Driver, please, I want to calm down. Driver!
Every evening, thousands are stranded, waiting, waving, hoping for a way home. Sometimes you lose daylight and never find a ride. And sometimes the ride you find may never take you home. One chance is real. Let's talk about the challenges of transportation. We want to be safe, and we want that for everybody. Join the GS-25 breakfast show on Mobility for All. Friday, the 27th of June, 10 a.m. West African time. Link in bio. Every evening, thousands are stranded, waiting, waving, hoping for a way home. Sometimes you lose daylight and never find a ride. And sometimes the ride you find may never take you home. One chance is real. Let's talk about the challenges of transportation. We want to be safe, and we want that for everybody. Join the GS-25 breakfast show on Mobility for All. Friday, the 27th of June, 10 a.m. West African time. Link in bio. Every evening, thousands are stranded, waiting, waving, hoping for a way home. Sometimes you lose daylight and never find a ride. And sometimes the ride you find may never take you home. One chance is real. Let's talk about the challenges of transportation. We want to be safe, and we want that for everybody. Join the GS-25 breakfast show on Mobility for All. Friday, the 27th of June, 10 a.m. West African time. Link in bio. Every evening.
Ha! This girl.
Don't worry, I've already finished sewing the material. I'm inside BRT right now. I'll go soon reach house. Yeah, girl. Oh, I can't even lie. I am so scared. There's one woman behind me and 2 guys in front of me. Everywhere is so dark. God, help me, oh. Be praying for me, oh. Pray for me, oh. I will stop at the next bus stop. I beg. My mind is not even settled. And you should. Driver, please, I want to calm down. Driver! Driver!